Now, I'd like to continue our discussion about risk management. And one of the ways of looking at managing risk is whether an event has a high or low probability and high or low consequences. And we do this with this block. Consequences from low to high on one side, probability low to high across the top. And let's fill in those blanks for the probabilities. The low probabilities on the left side and the high probabilities on the right side of the block. And that will make it a little bit easier to read. And now we'll go in and fill in the consequences. Now, in the low probability, low consequence event, we don't really worry about that very much. And the risk is low, consequences are low. In the high probability, low consequences, because the consequences are low, we may choose not to buy insurance for whatever that high probability might be, for example. And in the upper block, high probability, high consequences, we may know we break our iPhone a lot, so we buy insurance because the consequences are high for the repairs, or a tornado is coming, and we know immediately we have to seek shelter. Now, the one we don't know what to do about so much is the low probability, high consequences event. And in that one, we don't have very much concern that it's going to happen, but if it does, the consequences are high. And this is called the Black Swan event. If a nuclear power plant has a meltdown or has an accident, that's a low probability event, but the consequences could be very, very high. So how do we control for those? Those are the ones that we have the most difficulty dealing with, and the ones that we may come in contact with most often in emerging technologies, where the probability is low, we expect.